Welcome to Wait 1 Minute. It's E from the QC by way of the D. Coming back again to tell you my take on this shit. First thing we talk about is the conflict war exercise they got going on over in Iran. Then, why is all this fuss going on amongst NBA fans? Lastly, I'm going to let y'all know on some food delivery fuck-ups that I'm tired of seeing. I'll expound on every single bit of it after this break. What's up, family? If you're enjoying the show, hit that subscribe button. It's like giving us a high five, but with your finger. So yeah, bro has started a war with Iran. When I say bro, I'm talking about Mr. No More Forever Wars. You know, Mr. I should get the peace prize because I've ended all wars. You know, Mr. Obama, he's gonna start a war with Iran because he can't negotiate. Yeah, that guy. Mr. He damn sure gonna get the peace prize now, guy, huh? But, speaking of blaming Obama back in the day, back in, what was that, like 2011, 2012, when Trump was saying that that Obama couldn't negotiate and was going to start a war with Iran, that's a damn lie, because what really happened was Obama negotiated a deal with Iran that they were complying with. I think I told y'all this before. And Trump ripped that shit up day one in office. So that bullshit we don't want to hear. Back to this motherfucking war, though, that brother Mr. Peace Prize started. Now, remember when they first got in there, Hegseth, I think, is running the Pentagon. Yeah, so they got in there and got rid of all the what they call woke, what I call competent generals and those that have been there for a while and kind of know how things go. Like status quo was there for a reason, right? It's been working for fucking 50 years or how many years, right? Well, now that they've fired everybody and it's only idiots left, that's why this shit is looking crazy right now. They don't have a fucking clue what they're doing. They say they done planned it out and everything. I beg to differ. They had it planned out, then how was it that the Americans that were living, studying, traveling abroad, all of a sudden got stuck? There was no plan to get them out from up over there. Seemed like that would have been part of the fucking plan. Let's get them out first, maybe? I don't know. That's what I would have thought if I had a plan. And then, once you did this shit and everybody knew about it, press is asking questions of you now that you should have answers for. You would think everybody would have the same answer? Maybe. Possibly. Ain't y'all all on the same fucking team? Same administration or some shit? But y'all got different fucking answers. I think one of the generals said it was that motherfucker would call it a war, I believe. Another cabinet member, I can't remember who it was, said that we were in conflict with Iran. And I think Hegseth was the one that said, nah, it's a military exercise. So I don't know during their planning meeting if they planned on what the fuck they was going to say when people ask about it. The brother not gonna get the peace prize no more. He's calling it both a war and an exercise. It's a war size, I guess, in his mind. Mr. No More Forever Wars. But when's it over? He said 3 weeks, 3 days, it'll be over soon. Now he said it's over, but it's over when he wants it to be over. It's over when they surrender. It depends on when you ask them or when it's over. Because his kid ain't over there doing that shit. You heard what I said. If his kid was over there, things would be way fucking different. Tell me I'm fucking lying. You can tell me what you want to. I ain't gonna believe your fucking ass. Period. At all. And so then, not knowing able to tell us when it's going to end, how about this, motherfucker? What are the conditions of us winning that motherfucker? How do we know when we've won? They asked them that shit and we didn't get no answers. Basically, we won 6 months ago, right? We nuked all their nukes or some shit. Or so we had destroyed all their capabilities. Now the reason we fighting is because they was a day away from that shit. Make that shit make sense, motherfucker. A day away. Don't nothing you say fucking make sense. But wait a minute, y'all. This nightmare gets even fucking scarier. Right after the break, though. Every day, small choices shape bigger outcomes. Choosing to speak up. Choosing to check in. Choosing to look out for one another. Because prevention doesn't start with policy. It starts with people. Learn the signs. Start the conversation. And help create a safer tomorrow today. Managing money shouldn't feel confusing or overwhelming. With clear tools, straightforward guidance, and support that's easy to reach, you always know where you stand and what comes next. Whether you're planning for long-term goals, handling everyday expenses, or preparing for unexpected changes, confidence starts with information you can trust. Because smart financial decisions aren't about guessing. They're about having the clarity to move forward with purpose every single day. Okay, so this Trump's conflict exercise, or whatever they fucking want to call it, has now become a whole fucking Middle East war, right? First of all, I guess Israel helped start the shit, and that's giving them a damn excuse so they can just fire at fucking Iran and shit from the shit that happened couple Octobers ago. Now that they doing that, Hezbollah done jumped out the woodworks. Now they jumped in this motherfucker too. And Iran, in their defense, defending themselves and proving a point at the same time, they firing on everybody they can reach. Just to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the sky, to the sky, to the sky, to the sky, to the sea, to the... They don't give a fuck. They just boom, 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 bap. They rocketing shits. They droning shits. They not giving a fuck. The whole bit of Saudi Arabia and everybody is taking it. Taking it. It's all kind of shit going on over there. Eating open a can of fucking worms. Crazy ass shit. Crazy ass shit. And like I said, man, because all the what they call woke motherfuckers, I call them competent, right? All the motherfuckers that knew what they was doing got fired and all the programs and shit canceled. The U.S. has actually bombed a fucking school, a girls' school, and has killed hundreds of children. Now, the president and his cronies was asked about that shit, too. The president was like, I don't listen. I don't really know enough to say, I don't believe we did that shit. We ain't do that shit. That's what the president said. The man in charge, Hegseth, right, the Department of War or Department of Defense, whatever you want to call itself, they asked him, directly, he was asked that, and he said, this is a paraphrase, but it's real close to what he said. Did the United States do it? Did y'all bomb the school? Did we bomb the school? And he said, countries like Iran and such, they do that intentionally. They go after civilians, and they're evil. That's a part of their plan. They don't care about this and that. America doesn't do that. So he didn't answer the fucking question. He did the 7th grader shit, right? You know how 7th graders do, just like everybody in that administration. When they talk like fucking 7th graders. I'll get into that bullshit later too. But yeah, so with all that being said, it's come to light through evidentiary stuff. What you call? Oh, they did investigations or preliminary investigations from credible sources that it was U.S. Weaponry that blew up them kids, man. But now they making more excuses. The president, he said that those weapons, everybody got that shit. That's what he said. He said, but somebody called his ass out. Nah, nigga, we the ones got that, and we the only ones got it. And if anybody else got it, then we sold it to their ass. So, boy, you got some explaining to do with your lying ass. So, on top of that, that shit didn't hit U.S. soil because the effects of it, because of people's emotions and like, you know, we got, you know, people that have this, you know, they have this special thing that with Israel. You know, there's a lot of Jewish people here. Then you got Iranians here, and you have all types of faiths and things. So it's kind of complex and tricky in the U.S. when it comes to that. And a lot of people in the U.S., right, is so fucking ignorant. They only know about their thing. They don't even know about other things going on around the world. So they may not even understand what the fuck Trump just did. And they may not understand why that shit is affecting us here with these domestic terrorist incidents. Some of them alleged domestic terrorist incidents. For example, there was a synagogue in Michigan where this dude drove his car up in that motherfucker and was shooting a fucking gun as he's driving the car down the fucking hall. They believe that's related to this fucking war and you know, people's emotions with, you know, whatever side they choose or whatever they, you know, they relate with, you know. Come to find out, within the car there was explosives in the damn car too. Fortunately, no one was hurt but him. Right? They had got everybody out and whatnot. But, yeah, Trump started all this shit. Another incident. Somebody ran up in a school in Virginia. Old Dominion University. I think that's in the Norfolk area maybe. And they say that might be tied to the same thing because of maybe something he said or was wearing. I don't know. It's preliminary. But allegedly, it's got something to do with it. Again, on U.S. soil, related to that shit that he started over there. Then you got some dudes, I think just last week, was throwing projectiles like IEDs or some shit in front of like the New York mayor's house. That's definitely connected. Like they admitted to that. Oh, we did this shit because of, well, it wasn't a war, but it was related to like that angst about that, you know, the relationship over there. Like, he don't even know what he did. He don't even know what he did. But when it comes to, you know, like tagging these alleged or tagging what you call motives and shit before all the investigating is done, that's for another show too. So we're gonna get on this other shit though when I come back.
Quality matters. Details make the difference. At Rivermark Solutions, we believe great service starts with listening and ends with results you can trust. No shortcuts, no guesswork. Just smart solutions built around you. Rivermark Solutions. Clarity you can count on.
Well, motherfuckers is up in arms over silly shit in sports again. Let's start with Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics. What happened was he was ejected earlier this week, and ejected from a game. It was early in the game too, like second quarter, I believe it was. He was mad about a missed call. I think he was supposed to. So I think they're supposed to call foul, or somebody had fouled him and didn't call it or whatever. The ball went the other way because it went out of bounds. He was mad, barking at the official. They teched him, right? He talking shit. So he starts walking away, but then he comes back. I don't know what he's saying, but he coming back like he want to do something. Teched him again and threw his ass out. He doubled back. Now, a lot of the talk is, you know, this was a meaningful game. I forget who they were playing, but it was two teams who was in it, to win it or whatever. Ain't the playoffs yet, but it has playoff implications, I'm sure. Seedings and stuff, probably, right? Um, and he's a star, He's got to get the call. You just got to get a man the call. He's the man. It's him. And plus, you got to make that call. You can't not miss the call. You standing right there, right? I think these are a lot of the things that a lot of people are saying. Matter of fact, I heard Stephen A. Smith said something about the actual ref who threw him out. I was like, he said, who are you? Like who was he to throw the man out? Because he ain't the head ref. He's just a ref out there, right? And so, like, wow, these are things that I've heard people saying as far as like why they was mad about him being thrown out. You feel me? On the other devil's advocate side, though, you could also say, well, shit, man. Jaylen Brown cries about calls a lot. I think they should call foul. He should go for the free throw line every time he touched the ball. Matter of fact, he probably feel like he got fouled when he wiped his feet on the towel before he come on the court, right? Always complaining. So, number one, grow the fuck up, motherfucker. You're making a whole lot of money. It's a fucking kids game. It ain't that fucking serious, number one, right? With all the money you're making. And two, like, man, I'm glad I ain't got no fucking kids looking up to you, like, so you could teach them. They want to be like you so they can argue at the fucking refs. I don't want my kids arguing at the refs. It's the coach's job. Shit. It ain't my job. I go out there and play. Do what I can. The coach can see the fucking game and let him get teched and thrown out. Because he don't do no scoring. Shit. And then refs going to miss calls. They not fucking perfect. They not. They could be better. They could be. Jaylen Brown says it a lot. Matter of fact, he didn't got fined for it. Play fucking basketball and stop crying. And Stephen A. Smith talking about who is this motherfucker he's an official out there. He gets paid to do that shit, right? Official with a whistle. And apparently, if he didn't have the authority to do it, it wouldn't happen. He has the authority. Now, let's move on to Bam Adebayo, because it's a lot of talk about that shit too. Up in arms over silly shit in sports, like I've talked about before. But this one is crazier. Bam Adebayo played for the Miami Heat, I believe. Been there whole career. Ups and downs. This man in one game just scored 83 fucking points by itself. Only person ever scored more was Wilt Chamberlain, who scored 100. That's the record. Ain't nobody scored more than 100. Somebody has scored more than 83. Ain't nobody scored more than 100. But 83? By your damn self. This conversation is happening, though, because the person that has 82 is Kobe Bryant. I guess people feel like wasn't nobody supposed to, be between Kobe and Wilt or whatever. Or maybe that the team that Bam was playing against wasn't one of the greatest teams out there. Actually, they're one of the lower teams in tier, I believe. Maybe he had some help to where people was fouling to get him to the line intentionally. Maybe help him score a couple more, right? I've heard people say that, it don't even make sense for him to allow him to do that, because that ain't what he do. He ain't no scorer like that. I think his previous high was like 40 maybe, which was crazy, right? And then they was like, well, the coach should have took him out, to preserve, Kobe's 83. Wasn't a meaningful game because they was whooping them niggas' ass, and it wasn't even for nothing. It was a meaningless, non-competitive game. I get all of that. Every single bit of it. But I do have an answer for you. And you knew it was coming. First of all, the man scored 83 fucking points alone by himself against 5 other motherfuckers. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think none of y'all can do that shit in the NBA, the professional basketball shit. If you can, talk your shit then. Talk your shit. But I promise you, it won't be many of y'all talking. Yes, that fucking many. That many of y'all be doing that. 83? Come on, man. Y'all can't do that shit. Number one. Way to go, Bam, though. Good God, bro. Congrats. He did his fucking thing. Also, I don't think the man has much influence on which teams his team plays against, nor how well that team is doing or is going to do in a season or any given night. I just don't think that's the case. I could be wrong. I'm usually not. And another thing, Bam Adebayo don't coach the fucking team. Neither one of them teams. Matter of fact, he don't coach no NBA team. He's a player right now. A player. He ain't gonna take himself out. Motherfucker had 30 points in the first quarter. Hell no. And if the coach asks me to come out, it's gonna be a fucking fight. Which one of y'all gonna want to come out after 30 points in the first quarter? Again, silence. Fucking silence. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Are y'all crazy? Do you know how you sound right now? Exactly. Gee, fucking whiz. He got his, though. Right? What you gonna do about it? He has 83. So you need to find something else to cry about.
Are you enjoying the podcast? Well, subscribe now and be the first to hear our latest episodes. It's quick and easy.
All right, y'all. Before I go, man, I got a bone to pick with the motherfucking food delivery driver. If that's you, hey, the shoe fit, wear it. If it ain't you, you might be picking the same fucking bone with these motherfuckers. First of all, let's get to the restaurant. All right, before the driver even come. Restaurant. Why don't y'all get y'all shit straight first? Give me my utensils, bitch. I put the check mark for utensils for a fucking reason, because I need utensils. Let me get that right. And then if I order sides, like something that's going to drip or run, like mashed potatoes or gravy or green bean, anything with juice or something, soup, put the cup or the bowl right side up. Even if you got to use 9 bags. Like, don't be trying to put 7 sides in one small bag and you putting them sideways and shit dripping everywhere. What kind of sense does that make, bro? Stop doing that. Stop it. And do you eat wet bread? Didn't think so. I do not either. So wrap it, put it in a separate something or whatever, but you can't just sit it on top of the fucking greens. You know what I'm saying? And then close the box and think with that steam and everything and the green juice that my bread gonna be all right. It's not, bruh. It's not. Let me bring you your food looking like that, bruh. And drivers. Why the fuck is you knocking on my door, bruh, and the doorbell is glowing in your fucking face right there? It's glowing. Press that bitch. We can have a whole fucking conversation on it, but we won't. But don't knock on my fucking door if I got a note that says ring my fucking doorbell. Speaking of notes that you're not reading, don't put my fucking food on the ground. Bruh. The note says that, number one, and then especially in wet conditions. Really? That's how much you think of me and eating and shit and my food? Man, we can't be friends though, for real like that. Not if that's where your mind is. We can't. We can't even be acquaintances, bro. I don't even want you delivering my food. You feel me? Don't do that shit. It's in the notes, bro. And you're supposed to be here by a certain time, right? When I ordered because you would be here in 30 to 45 minutes. It don't say, oh, by the way, this motherfucker worked for DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and the other motherfuckers too. You trying to do 9 orders in one trip. I ordered breakfast, bruh, 9 something. It's supposed to be here like 10:15. By the time my biscuit comes, it's 11:30, bruh. It's lunchtime, man. Because you trying to drop off 6 more shits before you get to me. And you started in the suburbs, my guy. Like, come on, man. Don't do that shit to me, bruh. Don't do that, man. I tip well, cuz. Come on, man. Let's not do that. You can't do that. And I know that you know they put tape on the bags, they have them sealed, so you can't check. You know that my condiments ain't in there. If my order's wrong, like if it's something on my sandwich I can't eat. But you know good and damn well it's supposed to be a drink with that, cuz. Did you drink my soda or you just forgot it? Bruh, bring me my fucking drink, dog. That's all I'm asking, man. I'll holler.